Hi, it's Teacher Melissa, and I'm coming to you today to tell you what I do with the intro slide on an assessment. Now, you know that I think assessments are very important. I think those unit projects that they have to do in Lesson 12, I think they're very important. So if you want to see how I handle those, head on over to my YouTube page and see how I explain a final assessment. It was game changing when I changed to that. So then I started paying even more attention. It's just what I do. I pay close attention to how my students are reacting when I am speaking to them and teaching them content. So I started paying attention to how they perceived, how they looked, the expressions on their face when I told them that today was an assessment. I would say, today is an assessment. Are you ready for class? And they'd say, yes. So I'm thinking, maybe they don't know what assessment means. Maybe I need to teach them what assessment means. So I want to pop up a screenshot of a recent class that I did and show you what I do with this assessment slide. Okay, so here's what I've done with this student. This is my sweet little girl. And I say, okay, today, Rachel, you have an assessment. You can see I circled the word assessment on the slide. And I asked her, do you know what assessment is? I got the deer in the headlights. She did not know what the word assessment meant. Now, if I have a student that says, yes, then I just go on. But this student did not know, clearly did not know what an assessment was. So you can see I wrote on the whiteboard and I held up the words test and exam because I don't know which one she calls it in her school. So I said, Rachel, do you ever have a test or an exam in school? And I always say math because they always get it. Math tests are big. Do you have a math test or a math exam? And she said, yes, an exam. Exam is what she called it. Yes, at school you have a math exam. Then I just circled the word assessment and I said assessment and exam. Same thing. So today you have a VIPKid exam. Her eyes got really big. A light bulb went off. She got it. I was asking her questions that I was grading her on. Now, maybe her parents understand it. They're looking at it. They get it. But this child did not know until this moment that I was giving her a test that day. And I've had this student for 6 months. And every time I gave her an assessment, she did fine on it. But she didn't understand what was happening. The slides look exactly the same as any other class to her. Other than they've got those little levels. You know, you did good. Level 1, level 2. She didn't really grasp that this was a test. So I've started doing this with all of my students, whether it's the Lesson 6 assessment or the Lesson 12 assessment. I'm asking them at the beginning. I'm circling assessment. You know, I don't like to skip slides at all. I'm doing something with that intro slide. So I'm circling the word assessment. Now, I do have students that say, yes, it's a test. Great. They know. Good. Yes, you have a test today. Swipe. I'm going on. Okay. But I do want to make sure that my students are learning a new vocab word. Assessment means exam. Assessment means test. Same thing. So it's a worthwhile thing to go through with your students. I don't know if I'd do this with a level 2. You might just tell them assessment means test. But with my level 3 and up, I'm asking them, I'm engaging, I'm showing them the words on my whiteboard or writing it on the screen and having a little mini conversation at the beginning. That assessment means test. It's really helped my kids understand the importance of what we're going through. And I'm hoping that it will kind of put off any little, behavior issues during an assessment if they realize that it is a test or an exam. So try this out. Let me know if these tips have helped you at all explaining to your students. I think if you try it, you'll be surprised how many do not know or can't pull that word synonym test or exam out of their head for an assessment. I'd love to hear your comments below after you tried it. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know how it goes. Have a great day.